Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to put together the cutest baby shower gift. It's super simple to make and very useful. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. Here's a list of supplies that I used for this project if you want to recreate exactly what I did. I did use my jigsaw as well because I love that power tool. It's versatile and it's great for DIY projects. Everyone should really learn how to use one. So first, choose the right blade. Blades come in various lengths, tooth configurations, and there's different blades for cutting wood, metal, plastic, and other materials. I had the wood blade since I'm cutting scrap pieces of wood for this project. Now the speed setting on a jigsaw refers to the oscillations per minute, OPM, or strokes per minute, SPM of the blade. I had softer wood I was working with, so I put it on speed 7, but always refer to your manual on that. The orbital action setting goes from 0 to 3. I'm doing a tighter curve, so I need a high orbital setting, so I put it to setting 3, which moves the blade more aggressively forward and backward, allowing for faster cutting speed. This setting is ideal for thicker materials and tighter cuts where more aggressive cutting action is required. You first want to secure your workspace for safety reasons and for a better finish. You don't want it sliding around. Start slowly when starting a cut. Maintain control and accuracy, then move through it. Use a pencil mark to mark your line. I used a cup to mark mine, so it was a perfect rounded edge. Then stay on the outside of the line to leave room for sanding or trimming later. You can always cut again if you don't like how your cut came out. And there you go. Now I'm going to sand the edges so they're smooth and even. Next, we'll glue on one of the pieces of wood to the crate with my favorite glue, E6000, and add one nail. I didn't go crazy securing the wood to the crate in case it needed to be transported. I've seen people use zip ties as well as an option for easy transport. Then we'll measure out the dowel and see how long that has to be. I assembled the pieces of wood that I had in the crate and made a line on the dowel where it should be cut. Once again, I used my jigsaw to make the cut and sanded it smooth. Then I measured where on the wood I want the rod to be. I made sure it was centered and made my mark, accounting for the thickness of the rod, which was 1 inch, so I made the mark another 1/2 inch down. I then glued the other piece of wood onto the crate and secured the pieces with clamps while it dried. I also put a dab of glue on the rod and then nailed one side of the rod to the wood. I made sure I didn't cut the rod down too much because I wanted it to be nice and tight when I installed it between the two wood pieces. I put a dab of glue on the rod and then nailed one side of the rod to the wood. Then you want to make sure your rod is level so the clothes don't slide when you hang them. I used the rod with a small level on it to just double check my measurements were right, and then I secured the other side of the rod to the wood with the nail. So this is the look you want. Next, we customize it. Next, I found some black modern letters at Joannes. I got them for half price, so for about $2 each. I could not find an L, of course, so my 4-year-old found me a 7 as he rummaged through the pile, and we used that for the L for Luke. I hot glued them on as well as used E6000 because the hot glue on the metal wasn't sticking properly, so I needed some E6000 reinforcement. Then I secured each letter with a heavy bow. I then decorated it with the gifts I purchased for the shower. Most of the gifts were purchased from Amazon except for this custom Luke sweater that I found on Etsy. I had some leftover baby hangers that I used, and I filled the crate with diapers, blankets, stuffies, and other essentials, and one of my favorite books. This is a great joint gift you can go in on with friends or family as well. It was definitely a hit and a great decorative piece for the gift table. It also works as an extra piece of furniture if you run out of room in the baby's dresser or closet, because then you can feature the fancier clothes so they don't get wrinkles, and then you can also use the crate as extra diaper storage. Thanks so much for following along. If you guys recreate this, please show me in the comments. I would love to see it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more DIY videos. I'll see you at the workshop.